Hello and welcome to Shelby Township Parks and Recreation in the News. I'm Joe Youngblood. With me is Carrie Crozier from the Shadbush Burgess Nature Center. Carrie, once again, we always have some real exciting things going on over at the Nature Center. And first I want to touch off how you guys are involved in our Shelby Township Parks and Rec Summer Rec Day Camp program. This year, the program, Carrie, is at Flickinger, Montfort, and Duncan. And that is the 8-week program that we have throughout the summer. And I'll talk more on that in a minute. First, I want to talk about your involvement and how it's evolved over the last 3 or 4 years with you and your staff coming to each school. And boy, I tell you what a great time the kids have seeing these animals and get to interact with you and your staff. So what, anything new planned, or just give us a little overview of what you guys do when you're there?
Well, as we've learned at the Nature Center, that a lot of our programs are well received, but when you throw in the animal element, the kids get to see them, they get to touch a percentage of them, and it makes it such a more fun program that a few years ago we bounced that idea off of Cindy for Nature Center visits, to our Parks and Recreation Summer Camp Series. Right. And every year, kids look forward to it, and now it's just a good time, Joe, and we'll be bringing a variety of different animals. Some they can get their picture taken with, and there will be selective kids being allowed to touch and hold a few of them, but obviously when you got 60 kids in a camp, they're not all going to be able to hold the animals.
Definitely.
But some will be able to hold animals and get their pictures taken with them, and it just makes for a good day,
Yeah, and I think it's great for some of the kids to understand and realize we do have a nature center here in Shelby Township. And they can go home and let mom and dad know, hey, we had the Burgess Shadbush Nature Center staff, and they'll come out and visit another time, possibly have a birthday party at the Nature Center, or just come on out and visit, especially with the summer day camp programs that we have at the Nature Center. We touch on those a little bit more over the next few weeks, but what a great facility we have there, and for your staff to come on out like that, it just works out great, like you said.
It's a great trade-off, Joe, because for a lot of these children, they are, for lack of a better word, more city-oriented, and they don't have very much exposure to certain types of wildlife, and it's a first exposure for many of them, so and we make it good, it's not designed to be scary or spooky or nothing like that,
but a brief introduction to see the different animals.
And a lot of times the kids do like it, and they come for our animal-oriented birthday parties, and it one hand washes the other. It's good for both.
You bring a wide variety of animals?
We bring a wide variety of animals. We bring turtles. We bring different types of salamander, lizards, a few snakes. So we spread it out. A little bit of everything. A little bit of everything.
You have some kids that want to touch them, and some that don't want anything to do with them, right?
And some don't want to give them up once they get them in their hands.
Yeah, definitely. Well, Carrie, let's take a look. We have some footage here of just our summer recreation day camp in general, and let our residents know what they'll be getting into with our summer rec day camp programs. Take a look.
Awesome.
See, the kids have a great time at the Summer Recreation Day Camp. If you have any questions for us, give us a call at 731-0300 or visit us at the Shelby Township Facebook page. Speaking of the Facebook page, Carrie, we have the Nature Center Facebook page, which you guys keep updated on a regular basis, and it's just a great way to get the message out for events, programs, any new news happening at the Nature Center.
Everybody's on Facebook nowadays, Joe, and it's a great way to deliver this information.
Are you on Facebook?
I'm a little old for Facebook.
Oh, well, no, you're never too old, Carrie.
I could dabble in it. I could dabble in it, but it's a great way to get information out there.
It really is.
And they can actually see some of the clips of the programs and content and stuff, and hook them. It's good. Definitely. It's all good, man. It's about fun.
No, you guys do have a nice Facebook page. Keep it updated. So, good stuff there. So, once again, Summer Recreation Day Camp, 731-0300. Give us a call and get the kids registered. Carrie, switching gears a little bit over at Riverbends Park, the construction has started on the Riverbends Park to Stony Creek Trail.
Awesome.
And if you haven't had a chance to go down there yet, it's going to be a beautiful trail. One of the nicest things about it, there's some areas along the river, some areas just right through the woods, and this is a main connector for some of the residents that don't know. Carrie, you've been involved with this back since 1995. This eventually will get people from Stony Creek all the way to Metro Beach, and hence the Stony Creek to Metro Beach Trail.
And the thing I like about it, Joe, is multifaceted. Is they're wide, stable pathways. Not everybody is young and agile. We used to have a dirt trail that went most of the way, but now older people with buggies. They don't interfere with skinny trail bicycles on top of you. Comfortable to walk, get out, exercise good, and it goes through a wild area that you could see, various wild creatures or birds, or it's just tranquil and it's good for you.
It is. And some people will question,
win-win.
Speaking of that, Carrie, with the trail, the old trail, we had about a 6-foot wide path, 8-foot wide, and the trees right off of it. Well, a lot of people didn't feel safe. And so now with this trail being MDOT specifications, 10-foot asphalt, has to be X number of distance from the asphalt to the tree line. In areas that we maintain and mow. Now we have picnic tables out there with the garbage cans. It's just more visually when you are going on a jog or walk of your family. It's more open. You have just a lot more. People feel safer on a trail like that, where it's just not all enclosed and
tight canopy.
Exactly. So it's working out great. We continue to work on getting this grant money, because the next step will be going from Riverbends Park, connecting up to Macomb Orchard Trail. So
awesome.
We're in the process of trying to get funding with that, and the Shelby Township Board has been full support of this project. They understand the importance of you have this type of linear recreation coming through the township and connecting to different communities. So, and also, I want to add also, you may have seen it in the Free Press, Carry, a couple articles. This is part of the Iron Bell Trail, so from Iron Mountain to Belle Isle. So this section will be coming through Shelby Township. So. Pretty big project. We're working on ours with our own. We're getting some grant monies, of course, but that's the big picture also. So exciting things going on in Michigan with the trail system.
It's a great way to go out and see your park, get your exercise, and recharge a little bit, because you're not in the fast-paced city, and it's right there, free. Use it.
Free is a good point. A lot of people talk about the taxes. Well, come out and use your park system, use your trail system. And your tax monies is going towards paying for that. So now, Carrie, each show you bring a different creature, a different guest with you. Last week we had the boa constrictor.
Right, the ball python, great constrictor. Yep.
And today, and I don't have no idea what you're bringing, but I trust you. It's going to be something nice.
It'll be something great.
Wonderful.
This individual has been at our nature center since the nature center was opened.
Okay.
She's female and very, very, very easy to get along with. Great teaching aid. We don't get her out too often, but you are going to take and be the beneficiary of this, because she is such a sweetheart. But it's an invertebrate. It's an invertebrate. It's a tarantula. Yes, and this is one of the real laid-back tarantulas. This is a rose-haired.
Laid-back tarantula.
Yes, a laid-back tarantula.
Allegedly.
No, you got to hold it?
No, I do have lotion on my hands, and I don't want to harm. Will it mess it up?
It's best not to. This is Hagrid. Like I said, she's one of the first animals we got at the Nature Center. It's a great way to teach about spiders, very laid back. Like I said, we don't get her out too often because she is an invertebrate, meaning she has no skeleton. She's like a balloon. If she were to fall, she would pop.
Really?
Yes. And the neat thing about this particular spider is, being a female, males, 4 or 5 years lifespan. Hagrid can live, up to 20 years. And she's getting close to that, Awesome spider. Like I said,
part of the reason why she's more laid back.
No, it's the particular type of tarantula she is. The like I said, she's from the Chilean area, so.
So she's more used to warm climate.
Yes, absolute deserts, arid, a nocturnal creature. They'll eat most anything, so they're very easy to maintain.
Is this venomous?
All spiders are venomous, Joe. They have different degrees of venom. Most of them will inject their prey. I know there are spiders from the southern regions that won't kill you, but will cause nasty problems with your skin where it actually decomposes and rots on you. I don't know of anybody being killed by a tarantula, you know?
You
Certain
always see them in the movies. As the
Oh
big,
yeah,
nasty
tarantulas and ball pythons with
Yeah.
those ugly heads because they're creepy, you know.
Oh, yeah. That's pretty creepy spider. I mean,
It is
very,
creepy.
very pretty, I guess you could say, from the standpoint. Maybe a better word is amazing, you
Yep.
know. But
It's a rose-haired, and the reason why they say it's a rose-haired is if you look at the hairs on the legs and on the tips of the abdomen, you'll see that they're kind of a pinky rose color. The neat thing about Hagrid is when she will shed her exoskeleton, it'll start back on the abdomen, and it'll open up, actually between the abdomen and the carapace, and she will actually crawl out of her outer casing, and it's complete like the actual spider that it is. They're very, very, very vulnerable when they are shedding, so you don't handle them. They will go multiple weeks without eating when they're shedding. I can feel her putting her, she has a little spike on each one. I can feel her poking me. But easy for maintenance. No stink. They'll eat a wide variety of different creatures.
the back there, she had these little flippers that came down.
Yes,
What is that?
not a clue.
Okay.
I'm not going to tell you because I don't know.
No,
you know,
that's
but
good. I don't know if you noticed that. You ever see these? Remember she was climbing up your arm?
these little black.
Yep, they came right down like extra legs. There's
Yep.
two of them.
And even though she's an easygoing spider, there's times when she doesn't want to be bothered. So whenever we take and try to load her up, we'll always take and try to get her in the area we want her, and then we'll kind of push her along, and she'll move. Spiders will take and rear up if they don't want to be bothered. Okay, and they'll stand up.
Oh, really?
Hagrid's
Kinda
never
puff
done.
up?
Not puff up, but stand up. Hagrid's never done this. She's
Well, kind of like a cat will get in that
yeah,
stand-up position.
that
Yeah.
posture.
Yeah.
Hagrid's never done this. Wonderful teaching aid because when you're teaching with spiders, as you and I both know, they're small. It's tough to see. It's tough to see their mouth parts. It's tough to see, to count the legs and go with your abdomen, your carapace, and your eye parts, And with a larger spider, it's easier to teach. We have some Mexican browns that some are nice, some not so nice, but the rose hairs are one of the better ones for teaching with because of their laid back.
Yes, Hagrid is very laid back. I can see.
Laid back attitude. Sleeping this morning, I had to take and work with her for about 10 minutes to get her to climb inside the tub to go because just kick back.
It's amazing how big that is.
Doesn't take a lot of space. We have an aquarium that's probably about 6 times as large as this. Don't have to have one as big as the table.
Yeah.
You have to have hidey holes for them. And one of the neat things about spiders, is they're solitary. Very solitary animals. Males and females don't hang around each other until it's boy or girl time.
Okay.
If we were to be cohabitated in the same thing, they tend to get territorial, especially the females, like their house,
Really? Yeah.
their domain,
Alright.
and it would not be good for the male,
So you keep them separated.
We keep them separated, right, exactly. But a wonderful spider, great teaching aid. Kids love them, girls not so much, boys dig them.
Now, when the tarantulas are first born, Carrie, what size are they? Are they extremely small and then they just grow rapidly, or what's the?
In my
are
experience,
we talking like a quarter size?
well, it depends on the spider. In my experience with spiders, they always have some type of a little sac that they have, and then eventually the spiders come out of them. And Charlotte's Web, whatever little orb-weaving spider she had like 1 million babies. So they were just like, pin dots, that grew. I'm not sure how many babies tarantulas normally have. I'm sure it differs depending on the terrain, the tarantula habitates.
So we haven't had any
No,
tarantulas.
we don't.
mate over
Hagrid's
the
not. She's a confirmed bachelorette.
Bachelorette,
Yeah, she's never had a boyfriend, so we haven't gone down that road with her.
Boy, it is an amazing looking spider, though. I'll tell you that.
Oh, and just cool, when you have something this wonderful to teach with, because
Let me
people
feel I'm just going to touch that
baby soft,
soft.
baby
She
soft,
didn't like that, so you actually picked her leg up.
Yeah, but if she didn't like you, she'd have turned around and jumped at you or something.
Yeah.
No, I'm kidding, But she would have reared up if she didn't care for it. But like I said, this spider's a treat.
Yeah, that is great. And
Also-
like you said, it's so calm. You can get a lot of teaching done. No doubt. Now, where did you guys get this from?
Actually, Joe Burgess, the initiator of our nature center, one of her nieces had this and got tired of it, and she says, "Well, I'll donate it to the nature center."
Oh, that's great.
And Hagrid's been a mainstay ever since.
Very good.
Just a peach, just a peach.
All right, Kerry. Well, appreciate having Hagrid on the show, and of course having you on the show. Always have some great information for us.
All good.
Anyone has any questions about the Nature Center, give them a call, 323-2478, and that's the Burgess Shadbush Nature Center. Kerry Crozier, thanks so much for being on the show. And a couple of weeks from now, we'll have you back on talking about the summer camps coming up. Be here before we know it.
We've got a bunch of them, and they fill up fast. So yeah, we need to hit them with that because they're in demand.
Good. Thanks a lot, Kerry.
All good, Joe.
Appreciate it.
Yep.
We'll be right back with Shelby Parks and Rec in the news after these messages.
The picnic shelters at Riverbends Park are available for rent starting January 9th, 2012. Reservations for the Bittersweet, Hickory Grove, and Maple View shelter will be accepted for groups for the months of May through September. For available dates, please contact Shelby Township Parks and Recreation Department at 586-731-0300. Amenities include a number of picnic tables, 8 grills scattered throughout the main park area, playscape and disc golf course, horseshoe pits and volleyball nets. For more information and residential and non-residential fees, please call the Shelby Township Parks and Recreation Department at 586-731-0300.
Hello and welcome back to Shelby Township Parks and Recreation in the news. Right now we have our special guest. We have Phil Randazzo with us, and Phil is the Shelby Township Veterans Event Coordinator. Phil, I've been wanting to have you on the show for a long time. Everything you do here in Shelby Township for the veterans is absolutely amazing. So thanks so much for being on the show. We really appreciate it.
I appreciate you inviting me here.
No,
it's quite an honor.
Well overdue, Phil. Well overdue.
Wow,
Now let's step back a little bit, Phil. I mean, of all the great things you've done here in Shelby Township, give us a little bit of history and how did you get involved with, if anyone's been on the Shelby Township grounds right now, absolutely amazing.
Thank you.
What has been done, and that was with your pushing, your backing, you going out and looking for funding. It's been wonderful. So how did you get involved with bringing something to Shelby Township?
Joe, that started back when I was a young boy, and when I received my first draft notice, I was in 12th grade at Utica High, and I was deferred because I was in school. But finally, 20 years old, I had to enter, and then my training as a soldier, and then my training as a scout. It sent me to Vietnam and to a cavalry unit. I was a scout in a cavalry unit, and there is a big responsibility with that title.
I would imagine.
Yes, because you're the one that's looking out. Actually, it's the eyes and the ears of the Army.
Okay.
And you're always looking out for your men. You just don't move groups of men freely through rubber plantations or jungles or what. You always send the scouts first. Okay. And make sure there's clearings and there's no ambushes.
So you have to go out first to make sure it's clear for everyone else.
Correct.
So it's pretty amazing that you're here today.
Yes. It's I'm very, very fortunate today, and that's what brings me into doing things up there. I don't want to say work because it's an honor, but to do them honorable chores or whatever to that memorial site. The ones who actually did all the work are the KIAs up there. They're the ones that made it possible for it to be up there, and they died in combat up there.
Well, it's great to be able to honor them for
it
all
is.
they've done for the country.
It is. I consider it. I consider myself really, and I hate saying this, but I've been in a lot of post-traumatic stress disorder groups for several decades, and that there is like a platoon when you're at the VA hospital and these groups. And when I'm with these, the area up there at the memorial site, yes, there it's just like platoon again. And, I enjoy being their scout for them. And then I happen to know feelings because I'm with them when they're wounded or with them when they get killed, and
Yeah.
so you can hear their words, you know, and you hear their cries, and
Well, it's great you're able to give back like that because they definitely need it, as you know.
I'm very lucky. You know, I never thought about it when I was a younger man. I never really thought about it. But as I get older and I see more and more as an older person, the names up there in the memorial, them are all young people. And I just push for them. Whatever I do up there, it's just like you or myself or anybody else. You know, you have a nice home, and you always want to update it every so often,
Sure.
keep it clean, and that's me up there.
Yeah.
I try to keep their home.
It's not too often we don't see you up there on the hill.
Yeah.
You know, you're always keeping an eye on things, looking for improvement. So,
Yes.
you know, it's wonderful that we have you here in Shelby Township to do that. Now, Phil,
Sure.
I'd like to bring up, because I know you're very modest, but I was asking you about this before, so I appreciate you bringing this in.
Okay.
These are the medals and honors that you've received here in your time, and I see the Purple Hearts. We're very familiar with that. I mean, this is amazing right here. And can you explain a little bit about this, Phil? And walk us
Well,
through
you
it?
know what? Yeah, I can. It's a little awkward for me. You
Well,
know,
and that's I'm asking you to. You know,
Right,
so it's-
okay.
I appreciate it, but
yeah, these medals here, the majority of them do not come in Vietnam. I get them when I come back home. They don't give us nothing in the jungle, so there's no honors. Yeah, there's 2 Purple Hearts there. These are 2 Bronze Stars, and these are Bronze Stars for Valor here. The V for Valor is another separate device.
Okay.
It's another honor. And then you have the presidential, I'm sorry, that'll be the divisional citation, that red one. That's the 25th Infantry Division citation. And the blue one is from the President of the United States. That's a presidential unit citation.
Boy, that's amazing.
There's a story behind this one. I can give you a couple seconds on it here. It's a presidential citation because the president really doesn't give too many awards or medals out. Congress gives out what is it? The Medal of Honor. It's a Congressional Medal of Honor, and then the Purple Hearts are given out by Congress also. So the president wants to give something.
Sure.
So what it is, it's that citation, it's that blue one. And in order to get that, it's a unit citation, and meaning that a small unit, like the one I was with the first day of TET, was right around roughly 27 of us. And we encountered over 2,000 enemy. And they were going to take over Tan Son Nhut Air Force Base and try to work their way into Saigon and MACV headquarters.
Okay.
Well, we came in and cut them off before they can get in. So we were pinned between the barbed wire of the airbase of Tan Son Nhut and a village where all these North Vietnamese, the Viet Cong, and the Chinese, they had their attack ready, but we pulled in the center with 2 tanks and 5 APCs, personnel carriers. And what we did, we cut them in half from getting in. It was a 10-hour battle.
Man.
And I mean, they were from here to me, from you to me here.
Yeah.
And so that went on. That's where my unit got wiped out that day. So the president steps in and gives that citation out to a small military unit that defeats a large military unit.
That's amazing.
So that's what that one is about.
That is amazing.
Yeah, and the CIB, a lot of people might see it around, but they really don't know what that is. That's the Rifle Cross with the wreath. That's the highest award. Now, that's an award.
Is it?
That's the highest award in the military. So you have medals, and you have citations, and you have awards. It's not just all one medal. It's a whole bunch of different things. And I can go on and on, but you know, I think that's enough right there.
Well, that's great, Phil. I appreciate it. Like I said, I've been asking you because I wanted to check these out. So
Yeah,
that is very impressive, and we thank you for everything you did for the country. There's no doubt. And on that note, we have a big event coming up, and you're with the Veterans Event Coordinator. Tell us a little bit about the big Memorial Day event. Coming
Yeah,
up.
yeah, it's a nice event. It's enjoyable to put it together. I work with the supervisor's office over there. I get all assistants there, and also in your department
Yeah,
with Pam. Okay,
definitely.
she
Big help there for you.
big help over there, and so that will be coming up May 24th.
May 24th.
At 1:30 p.m. Sunday afternoon. And we will have some dignitaries there, and we'll have veterans there, and the public will be there. And this one is going to be a little different than ones I've been doing. I'm bringing in combat veterans from Vietnam before they fade away, because we're losing from World War
that's
One,
a
World War Two.
great idea.
So I'm bringing some.
That's something new.
Yeah, well, what it is, these, because I'm a veterans advocate also. I help the veteran to get their compensations.
Okay.
The ones that were wounded, and so these are the veterans that I passed through the years, and so now I call some of them up if they would come down and speak, and say something that that's nobody hears in the news. So they will talk about their experience in Vietnam, not extensively, just a short, brief, real disturbing one.
Right.
And something that nobody ever heard before about what's behind the real word war. And so that is, they're looking for it. They go to post-traumatic stress disorder groups,
Okay.
and they can sit there and rap, they call it rapping.
Sure.
But now here's a chance for them to be elevated and get on film out there in front of the public. And actually, they can relate to the KIAs, the soldiers that we lost here. They can relate to their names being engraved because they were there with different soldiers,
Well, that's a wonderful idea, Phil. I mean, I think they're really going to enjoy that and feel honored. There's no doubt about it. And if anyone would like to come, do they have to pre-register or just show up for the event?
No, just show up. It's a free event, and you just bring your proudness to be an American with you. That's all you have to bring.
Wonderful.
And bring the family. The kids will enjoy it, because there'll be scout units there, Boy Scouts out there, and Girl Scout units out there, and they'll be posting colors, presenting their colors. So it's all for it's for the entire family.
Right.
So.
Great family day for sure.
It's great. It's great to see the American flag sitting on top. We can't lose sight of that flag.
No, you got that right.
That's the reason all them boys are laying underneath it like they are. That's what they die for, and that's what I fought for. And believe it or not, I'll tell you this little thing here. I never seen an American flag in Vietnam the whole 12 months I was there. But it's in here. Yeah. That's where it's at.
You got that right, Phil.
Yeah, that's where it's at. So.
Well, thanks again for everything you've done here in Shelby Township. It's been absolutely amazing, and continue efforts with the veterans planning. So thanks so much.
And also, thank you for helping keep it so neat up there.
Oh,
like
no problem. It's the least we can do from our end.
You guys
help you out a little bit.
You're always on top of everything up there.
Great. Thanks a lot, Phil.
Thank you, Joe. I mean it too.
Very well. For Phil Randazzo, I'm Joe Youngblood. Thank you so much for watching Shelby Township Parks and Recreation in the News. Until next time, please remember, here at Shelby Parks and Rec, we create community through people, parks, and programs. Thanks for watching.